Parshvanatha Temple, IAST, Pārśvanātha Mandir, is a 10th century Jain temple located at Khajuraho in Madhya Pradesh, India. It is now dedicated to Parshvanatha, although it was probably built as an Adinatha shrine during the Chandela period. Despite the temple's Jain affiliation, its exterior walls feature Vaishnavaite themes. The temple entrance has an inscription with a most perfect magic square. This temple is part of UNESCO World Heritage Site along with other temples in the Khajuraho Group of Monuments. History. The temple is believed to have been constructed by a prominent Jain family between 950 and 970 CE, during the reign of the Chandela king Danga, and 954 CE. 1011 vs. Inscription on the left door jamb of the temple records gifts and endowments of gardens by one Pahila. The gardens are named Pahila Vatika, Chandra Vatika, Lagachanda Vatika, Shankara Vatika, Panchaitala Vatika, Amra Vatika and Danga Vadi. The inscription describes Pahila as a devotee of Adinatha, and states that he was held in great esteem by the king Danga. The earliest idol enshrined in the temple appears to have been that of Adinatha. When the British archaeological surveyor Alexander Cunningham visited the temple in 1852, he found the main sanctum of the temple deserted. He described the temple as Adinatha Temple, and wrote that it had been repaired by a Jain banker in 1847. In 1860, a Parshvanatha idol was installed in the main sanctum. An Adinatha statue was placed in a secondary shrine attached to the rear of the temple. The temple has been classified as a monument of national importance by the Archaeological Survey of India. Art and architecture. The Parshvanatha temple is the largest among the Jain temples of Khajuraho. It has an entrance porch, a small hall, a large hall, mandapa, a vestibule, and a sanctum. The temple structure has an oblong architectural plan with projections at two ends. The front, eastern, projection forms the entrance porch. The back, western, projection is a shrine attached to the sanctum. The ceiling of the entrance porch features chain and floral patterns, and a pair of intertwined flying vidyadharas. The door lintel of the mandapa has the sculpture of Adinatha's attendant, a 10-armed Chakreshvari riding a Garuda. The sanctum features sculptures of the Jainas. Interior of the temple with Jain deities. The outer walls of the temple have 3 bands of sculptures. These sculptures feature Sura Sundaris, graceful women, flying couples, dancers, musicians, and celestial beings. Despite the temple's Jain affiliation, the outer walls also depict Vaishnavaite themes including sculptures of various Hindu gods and their incarnations with their consorts. These include Vishnu Lakshmi, Rama Sita, Balarama Ravati, Parashurama, Hanuman, Brahma and Yamalajuna legend of Krishna. These sculptures are similar to those of the Lakshmana temple in modeling, proportions and poise. Unlike the Lakshmana temple, the Parshvanatha temple doesn't feature explicit erotic sculptures, although one particular image appears to show a cross-legged Apsara masturbating with an object. 3 bands of sculpture on the exterior wall. Close-up of the exterior sculptures. Magic square. The temple has an inscription with a magic square, called the Jaina square. This is one of the oldest known 4x4 magic squares, as well as one of the oldest known, most perfect magic squares. This magic square contains all the numbers from 1 to 16. The sum of the numbers in every horizontal row, every vertical column and the 2 diagonal rows is 34. The sum of the numbers in the smaller 2x2 squares at the 4 corners, as well as those in the central 2x2 square, is also 234. The magic square is pan-diagonal, aka diabolic. The numbers in its broken diagonals also sum up to 34. For example, 7 plus 6 plus 10 plus 11 equals 34. Bibliography